Get ready for pure high-octane speed as the 2026 MotoGP season charges into the European phase this weekend at the legendary Circuito de Jerez Angel Nieto for the Spanish Grand Prix. This technical masterpiece is the ultimate test of rider skill and machine balance, where braking stability and tire management are everything. With Aprilia riders Marco Bezzecchi and Jorge Martin currently dominating the standings and locking out the competition, the heat is officially on to see if anyone can stop their historic run. You cannot miss a single second of this action as the World of Champions takes center stage from Friday through Sunday.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
But the tension isn't just on the track, because the spotlight is burning bright on Joan Mir and his recent struggles at Honda. With statistics showing he has finished less than half of his races over the last 3 seasons and currently sits far behind his teammate Luca Marini in points. The pressure for the 2-time world champion to deliver is hitting an all-time high. Is this the worst run for a factory rider in the modern era, or is there more to the story behind those mechanical woes and crashes? We are breaking down the brutal numbers that have everyone talking about the future of this iconic rider. As we head to Jerez, we are looking back at the moments that turned this circuit into a theater of legends and fierce rivalries. From the heartbreak of Alex Crivell against Mick Doohan in 1996 to the infamous last-lap clash between Valentino Rossi and Seat Gibernau that defined a generation, this track is steeped in pure, unadulterated history. We are revisiting the bold moves of Casey Stoner and the legendary battles featuring Marc Marquez and Francesco Bagnaia to remind you exactly why the Spanish Grand Prix is the most anticipated date on the calendar. It is time to take your strategy to the next level because MotoGP Fantasy is leveling up with the all-new 2026 Mystery Boost system. Starting this weekend at the Spanish Grand Prix, you can deploy the exclusive Golden Boost to add an extra rider to your lineup for free and maximize your score to chase down incredible prizes like a signed Marc Marquez helmet or a brand new PlayStation 5. The game has never been this intense, so lock in your picks and get ready to dominate the leaderboard. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update on the 2026 season. Ever wonder what happens when the undisputed kings of the track finally meet their match? Welcome to the 2026 MotoGP season, where the landscape is shifting in ways nobody saw coming. This weekend, we head to the Circuito de Jerez Angel Nieto for the Spanish Grand Prix, the ultimate litmus test that separates the title contenders from the pretenders. It is not just another race. It is the first true benchmark of the year. Forget raw horsepower for a moment. Jerez is a technical masterpiece that demands pure finesse, pinpoint braking, and a masterclass in tire preservation. If you want to see who really has the pace to sustain a championship charge, this is where you look. And speaking of charges, have you seen the standings? Aprilia is absolutely on fire, with Marco Bezzecchi leading the pack after 3 straight victories and Jorge Martin trailing right behind. The Knoll factory has effectively locked out the top spots. They are doing the unthinkable, keeping Ducati on the back foot. It is a massive narrative shift that has the entire paddock buzzing. Can they hold off the red bikes in their own backyard, or is this where the momentum swings back to the heavyweights? You absolutely cannot afford to miss a second of this action. Make sure you head over to our YouTube channel, the official World of Champions, to catch every live session as it happens. Click the banner to sign up and lock in your front row seat to the drama. The action kicks off this Friday, with the main event taking center stage this Sunday at 1:55 p.m. CAT. Check out the schedule on screen right now and let us know in the comments. Is this the year Aprilia finally takes the crown, or is a Ducati comeback inevitable? Hit that subscribe button to stay in the fast lane, and I will see you at the track. Ever wondered why some MotoGP riders stay in the headlines for all the wrong reasons? Today, we are pulling back the curtain on a career trajectory that has been nothing short of a statistical nightmare. Joan Mir at Honda. For over 2 years, I have been saying it. This just isn't working. While the 2023 season might have been a learning curve, by 2024, the excuses started to wear thin. Yet, defenders still line up to protect him, often comparing him to Luca Marini. So, let's stop the speculation and look at the cold, hard data. Since joining the factory Honda team, Mir has finished a staggering 44% of the races he has entered. Let that sink in. We are talking 53 finishes out of 116 attempts. To put that into perspective, even riders known for pushing the limits, like Marc Marquez or Johann Zarco, are miles ahead of him. In 2025 alone, Zarco finished over 72% of his races, and Bagnaia clocked in around 68%. In the modern era of MotoGP, finding a factory rider with a sub-50% finish rate over 3 years is historically unprecedented. It is a record you simply don't want to hold. Then there is the average ranking: 22nd in 2023, 21st in 2024, and 15th in 2025. People often talk about his raw speed, but speed is a ghost if you aren't crossing the finish line. Even Franco Morbidelli's struggling years at Yamaha averaged out better than this. It's hard to justify calling a two-time world champion's recent run anything but the worst three-season performance for a factory rider in the 21st century. Look at his points haul this year: 1 point per weekend. That isn't just bad luck. It's a symptom of a rider constantly pushing beyond the bike's capabilities and finding the gravel trap instead of the podium. Currently, he is sitting 19th in the standings, while Luca Marini has racked up 7 times as many points. When you see the number of Sunday retirements piling up, you have to ask if the gamble of riding hard is even worth the investment anymore. History is being written, but not the kind Joan Mir wanted. With a 3-4-3 retirement record to start this season, he's on track to break his own abysmal records. Is his time at the top of the sport finally running out? Let me know your take in the comments below. Do you think he can turn this ship around, or is it time for Honda to cut their losses? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of MotoGP. If there is one place on the MotoGP calendar that feels like a sacred battlefield, it is Jerez. Every corner at this legendary circuit tells a story, and frankly, it is where emotions go to hit their boiling point. From the electric atmosphere in the grandstands to the heartbreak of a last-lap incident, Jerez is the ultimate theater of speed. If you are gearing up for the next big race, you need to understand the ghosts that haunt these corners. Let's travel back to 1996. The atmosphere was pure pandemonium as home favorite Alex Crivell chased Mick Doohan into the final stadium section. With fans literally spilling onto the track, Doohan lunged for the win at the final corner, causing Crivell to high side in a gut-wrenching display of what might have been. It was brutal, it was raw, and it set the tone for the decade. Then came 2005, the year Valentino Rossi and Seat Gibernau turned a race into a grudge match. That final corner collision, pure, unfiltered drama. It wasn't just a win for Rossi, it was a psychological statement that left the paddock buzzing with animosity. You just don't forget the sight of the doctor pulling a wheelie while his rival sat in the gravel. Fast forward to 2011, a wet, chaotic Sunday that gave us one of the most famous quotes in the sport's history. When Rossi took out Casey Stoner at turn 1, the frustration that followed in the garage, "Your ambition outweighed your talent," became instant legend. It perfectly captured the fine line between genius and recklessness that these riders walk every single time they pull on their helmets. We have seen similar sparks of ambition throughout the years, like Marc Marquez's aggressive move on Jorge Lorenzo in 2013, or the tactical masterclass Jack Miller delivered in 2021, clinching a stunning win for Ducati while the title favorites fell away. And who could forget Pecco Bagnaia's masterclass in 2022, defending against Quartararo in a race of attrition where every millimeter mattered? Jerez isn't just a race, it is a rite of passage. It demands perfection and punishes the slightest hesitation. As we look forward to the next chapter of this epic rivalry, remember that at this track, the script is never finished until the final corner. Are you ready for the next installment of history? Make sure you catch all the action live and on demand with MotoGP Video Pass. After all, when it comes to Jerez, you never know exactly which piece of history you are about to witness. Want to dominate the leaderboard and leave your rivals in the dust? MotoGP Fantasy just dropped a massive game changer for 2026, and you need to pay attention. We are talking about the brand new mystery boosts, and the first one is officially live starting with the Spanish GP. This season, the devs haven't just tweaked the game, They have completely overhauled the strategy. On top of your standard 3 boosts, you now have access to 3 exclusive mystery boosts throughout the year. The first one is the Golden Boost, and honestly, it is an absolute must-use. Why? Because it lets you add an extra rider to your team without spending a single extra credit. That extra rider scores just like a golden rider, which is the perfect way to skyrocket your points total for a single race weekend. But here is the catch. You only get one shot at this, so you have to pick your race wisely. Think of it as your tactical nuke. Don't waste it on a race where your predictions are shaky. And keep your eyes peeled, because there are 2 more mystery boosts coming later this season that could completely flip the script. The stakes have never been higher, especially with the prize pool on the table. We are talking about a signed Marc Marquez replica helmet for the season champion, a PS5 with the MotoGP 26 game for 2nd place, and even signed gear for 3rd. But even if you aren't fighting for the overall crown, every single GP weekend is a chance to win 2 tickets to any race you want if you top the weekly leaderboard. If you have been waiting for a sign to dive into MotoGP Fantasy, this is it. Don't leave points on the table. Check out the official 2026 guide, lock in your team, and show us what you have got. Head over to the platform now to get started, and don't forget to catch all the live action on Video Pass. After all, in the world of MotoGP Fantasy, the only thing more dangerous than the track is a missed opportunity.